Hello guys, how's it going? Happy Tuesday to you. I feel like yesterday was a really long day in which I did not get a whole lot done. But today is a new day and we have new goals to get after. So how are you guys doing? How's it going in your world? So, hey Adam, waving to you back. And, ooh, that looks like fun. So what I do, I'm going through my YouTube feed. What I do is I add videos that I'm interested in watching to my watch later playlist. And then I'm trying to only allow myself to watch my like guilty pleasure YouTube videos. While I'm on the treadmill to encourage me to get a little bit more activity into my life because I just feel so much better when I'm active. Hello, Jennifer. How are you? Glad you could make it. Good day, Roland Holland. How are you? I am well. Today, behaved. I'm gonna join my own live stream so I can see your comments. Got a couple of updates for y'all. Oh man. My work computer does this annoying thing where every now and then it will only register like every third keystroke. So I'll be typing and I'll notice that like all of a sudden it'll cut out. It's very frustrating. We'd love another update. Through the 17th. Through okay, so what is going on? Yeah, oh, Jennifer, excellent. You're starting a new job on Monday. What is your new job? Exciting. I know you were interviewing for new jobs and have been. Is this close to you? I know that you kind of had some drive. You're in Sweden, right? If I'm remembering correctly. Ooh, congratulations. Very, very exciting. I used to work your... Oh, no, I do. So, Adam, here's the thing. I do have a new computer. They totally sent me one because there were other issues with this one. Battery life was not the greatest either. I just haven't switched over to it yet because it's a hassle. And I'm like 90% of everything else still works. I just need to switch over. Hello, Anthony. Waving to you as well. Good afternoon, Stephen. Hello, hello. So... that's what's going on in my day job. We have a company-wide meeting once a month, and that happens I believe this Tuesday at 1, and then I have a client meeting at 1:30, so I've got a lot coming up. I'm kind of prepping for. So working a lot, and then yesterday ended up being pretty busy work-wise, which is good. I prefer to be busy. I like my downtime, but I also like to be busy and have things to do. Ooh, exciting. Yes, Jennifer, you are now an HR coordinator in a town about 15 minutes away. That is a good commute distance, and it sounds like a fun job. Very cool. Do you have training in HR? I'm wondering if that's your background. But that's very exciting for you. Congratulations and good luck on your first day. I'm excited to hear how you get on. So, I am, sorry guys, I'm just looking at where kickoff was Wednesday at 2. So can you do Wednesday at 2? So for my goals. What did I spend? I spent yesterday. So just kind of a track of my last 5 days. Number one, I'm really focusing on my health because I'm tinkering around with some maintenance medications and really want to make sure that I prioritize my health, including my mental health first. Oh, yay, Jennifer. So glad. Really excited that you got after your goal for a new job. Very cool. So I'm really trying to prioritize my mental health during this time. And I kind of almost feel like that's taking a step back because I just want to move forward and get stuff done. Whereas what I'm doing right now is adjusting my mental health, and they're the only benefits of that, and they're very great benefits, but they're intangible, right? It won't be additional money. It won't be, anything I can quantify, but mental health is just so important, and physical health is important too. So that's really been my priority in the last 5 days. Actually, I can tell you from when. Ooh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Today will be the 7th day that I've been focusing on this specific mental item, and I'm starting to feel it. So, frankly, I just want to be very patient with other people in my life that be pissing me off. And just I'll realize that my sensitivities, my sensibilities are all heightened everywhere, personally and in work as well. So I just have to be very, very, very patient. Again, somebody said something to me yesterday morning that it was totally innocent. It was said via text, and you can't really read tone via text, and I have to remember that. But it pissed me off for the better part of the day, and I was tired too, so that didn't help. So again, I'm just trying to be patient with everyone else in my life during this time. So that's number one. Number two, again, over the weekend, and I really want to kind of go off of this strength, allow this strength to power me forward. But I did sit down and get those 10 new products listed on Etsy, which was huge. Took about 8 hours. And I knew it would take a long time, and that's about what I thought it would take, and it did. So so it was good for me, and I feel to sit down and get that done, and I feel very accomplished and proud of myself, and I'm like, okay, I can do what I set out to do, even if I don't want to do it, or it's not my most favorite thing, I can still do it. So that was a huge positive thing over the weekend. I did that Saturday and Sunday. The third thing was I was investigating taking that options course, Rose Hahn's In the Money options course, and I think the $9.97 course price ends today. And I was leaning toward doing it. I was almost set to do it, and then Rebecca was like, no, don't pay for it. And I was like, okay, Rebecca from Questify, I was like, don't pay for a course. And so that was thing one, and I had 3 reasons why I would take a course: to shorten the learning curve, to give me that commitment to myself, to that strategy, and then to have a community of people who are doing the same thing. And those were the 3 reasons why I was going to take the course. And now I'm thinking I'm not going to take the course. I'm going to focus on paying down the business debt and making more income for my business. And I'm really going to focus on the business alone. So the reason why I was considering options, and again, I've not traded stocks because that's just not the type of investor I am. I'm an index fund investor purely. I do own some stocks. It's just not exciting to me. I'm not lucky in that way at all. I don't have the analysis background. I could learn it, but that's just not something that I do. And that's not exciting to me. I feel like options have a much higher, yes, Anthony, much higher rate of return. There's potential huge upside with relatively limited downside. So I think if I were to start doing that, I'd probably, again, join Rebecca's Sunday night live stream when she gets back from Sweden and learn more about options that way. I'm not saying I won't, but I'm not going to do the course now. And something else that really dissuaded me was, again, so the reasons I'm not doing the course are I'm focusing on my business and my business income, because even if I were to make $1,000 from options, it's not a business. So I can't deduct against it, and I can't have these, it just doesn't have the benefits that a business has. So that's thing one. Thing two is because you need $10,000 to start, but that's what they suggest to start. And that's not my focus right now. Again, I'm not that type of investor, so I don't think that would, I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't do it in the future, but for me right now, it's not the right time. And then thing 3, I will just kind of learn from people around me. And if it comes around again and I decide to do it again, maybe. But I think right now, especially with the debt, business debt and the wedding debt, now's not the right time. So I'm going to focus on getting that paid off. It's the first time in 15 years I've carried consumer debt, and I don't intend to carry it for much longer. So that's kind of what led me. And the third thing that really dissuaded me, and I don't know how to like send her this feedback, because if I had a course, I would want to know, but I can't find any reviews that aren't linked to her site or to her, any impartial reviews. Even if it was a quote bad review, I would want to still see it. So the fact that I can't find any external reviews is kind of a concern and something that I don't love. So those are the reasons why I'm not going to do this $1,000 course. I'm going to put the money toward growing my business. Well, if they put the money toward getting rid of that debt. Excuse me. Put the money toward getting rid of the debt and put my focus toward growing my business, which I think is in line with what I've been trying to do all year. So on that topic of growing my business, my one goal for yesterday was to finalize the strategy to earn $1,000 in my business this month. Every year. I'm say every year. That's what I keep coming up with. Hello, Grace. Oh, Lord Almighty. Yes. So your question, do you have a goal to build your website? I notice there's no content under the topics tabs, but you can find them under the categories. You could add links to your Etsy shop. Yes. Hello, Minnie. Hi, how are you? I'm here. You're here too. Very cool. So yes, I do have a goal to build out my website. So on that topic, my 3 plans to increase my income in May of 2022, again, basing purely on what's already working, are to build up affiliates, products, and make more videos. So, because those are the streams that are already generating income now. Let's start with products, because that's what I spent the weekend doing. And that also ties in couponing with Grace to your question about, building up my website. So yes, I do have plans to build up my website. And I actually went on to the Impact website, which is a big affiliate aggregator site. So I went on to that website and just kind of refreshed my account. I have an account there, and I guess I was verified or something like that. So I had been verified on there, and they have like hundreds of different affiliate partnerships. But I was denied because they said my website didn't exist. So, which it does, and I can appeal. There's a lot of work I can do on my website, and what's been stopping me from doing that is the same issue I ran up against when I was doing my products this weekend. Was it's just so time consuming, but also it's very visual, and that's not my strength. I am not a visual. While I'm a visual learner, I am not visually inclined. Like I can't put things together, be like, oh, that looks good. I can tell you that looks good and that doesn't look good, but it's very challenging for me to put the two together. So that's not my strength. It just takes me a long time. And I think it's tough too, as I'm going through it and doing this myself, it's difficult to articulate what I want, but I'm getting better at articulating what I want, because if I were to hire someone, I'd have to tell them what I want. And I think being able to do that is critical. I can't hire someone if I can't tell them what I want. So yes, Minnie, you have to bring back your website. You did it once to bring in an income, but I do find the whole working from home thing to lose its enthusiasm. I love working from home. Wealthy affiliate could help you find other products. ClickBank, you have to know what you're looking for an affiliate product. Yes. Couponing with Grace, is it time consuming now, but there's so much potential? Yes, it's so true. Very, very, very true. And that's like the nature, couponing with Grace, of Grace, let's just call you Grace. That's the nature of passive income, is you put in a lot of work up front. I mean, a lot of work up front. To make the income later on. So Minnie, I'm actually going to write that down. Who you're saying, wealthy affiliate and ClickBank, yes. Both of those I've heard of. The affiliate and ClickBank. So sure, yes, that's going to be on my list. I'm going to schedule time to get that done because I know so many people that are making bank with affiliates, and that's something that I know that I can do. And that's certainly more in line with what I want to do. Whereas again, you put in the work now, and then you reap the benefits. So Jesus, what are my top 3 financial budget channels that I have to watch? That's an interesting question because they're very, very, very small. I like, so this random channel called Broke and Over It. She's super small, and she had been dead for like almost 2 years, and then just re-uploaded uploaded something on Sunday. And I don't know if she's going to continue or what that is going to look like. But she just uploaded on Sunday. I prefer smaller channels to anyone big. I mean, we all know the big people. I'm not going to name them, but you know who they are. And that's probably why I'm not making as much money, because I just don't love, I'm a very contrarian kind of person. You like small finance channels? Yes, Anthony, same. So Daryl had emailed me details from a YouTuber that he watches, and I meant to look that person up. So I like this channel called Broken Over It. I like Tanisha with the Fun and Budget Act. And I like Jackie, who is enjoying life's journey, which is so funny because, again, I like the smaller channels, and they're like women, I would say stay-at-home women, but they're women for the most part. Jackie's stay-at-home. Tanisha's a money wizard and phenomenal, and she should be bigger than she is, but I like that she's small, not overwhelming. But she's awesome. She should be bigger than she is. But those are the top 3 that I like to watch. Sorry, I'm reorganizing my stuff. Oh, see, if I were to do a product, I've been thinking about this lately, I would do pouches, because I love pouches. I love like keeping my stuff in stuff. I'm obsessed with things that hold things. I like water bottles, thermoses, things like that. And this is a pouch thing that I got from, it's filthy and it's not gonna, I put it through the wash and it still comes out like this. So it didn't hold up very well, but I just love like pouches and things. That's why I love handbags. I love handbags. Like nice handbags. Just why I gotta make more money, because I got fine tastes. I'm frugal, but I love nice things. So, and then I have this from Longchamp. Yes, Jesus, absolutely. So you're saying you want to know because you enjoy tuning into channels to get a different perspective. You also enjoy smaller channels because you feel like they're journaling their journey to financial independence. Exactly. Same. That's why I prefer them. Ooh, this is, I also love perfume. This is Angel. Oh, it's very strong. I like it, but I can't not. Every time I spray, I overspray on that one. So yes, I do too, rather than pushing something, right? I like smaller channels because they're just documenting rather than pushing. Daryl, hello. You like getting out of debt channels. You were paying down debt. Yes. Excellent. Hello. Glad you're here. Daryl, I can just ask you, what was the name of that channel that you sent me the screenshot of? I meant to go back and look it up. So funny, Daryl, I mentioned you to family. I mentioned you to my husband the other day. I was like, he just became an accredited investor. He's doing so well. My husband's like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm like, yeah. The barista fire guy. So this, I'm trying to get his name. Fire, PSY, Fireside Chat. Fireside Chat. Yep. Excellent. All right, cool. I'm gonna look him up too. Oh, good Lord. Sometimes I feel like, I guess I'm feeling great because I feel like I'm on the right track. It's just, I feel like I'm moving really fast, which is great. I think that's excellent. I'm just moving really fast. Again, which is good. I like it, I think. Like, I think it's good to move fast. Sometimes I just feel like I need to catch my breath. There's a lot going on. I feel like it's, in my life at least, it's either all or nothing. Like I'm either moving at like 150 miles an hour or not moving at all. And that's just kind of been the story of my life and just the story of like progress in general, right? Can I get an amen? Can somebody tell me that they feel me here? Anyway, so I'm gonna wash that down. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. Oh, that's the other thing. So, I forget if it was Sandra or, oh, if I'm blanking on your name. It's not Sandra, it's somebody else who joined. Minnie, you walked away to get your lunch, missed your response to, to your comment, which, the ClickBank thing, Minnie, he subtly pushes so many things. I'd like, quietly he sides it in. Yes, exactly. Minnie, ClickBank and affiliate. Yes, you're bringing back your website. Minnie, what was your question? Forgive me if I already answered it. I will answer it again. There we go. Always gotta have wet ones. Yes, so the other thing I meant to say, Minnie, you have to bring back your website. Yes, when I had one, it did bring in an income. Oh, nice. Yes, I saw Wealthy Affiliate and ClickBank also. Yes, yes. But did you have a question, Minnie? I didn't see if there was a question. Gym Theory, hello. Hi, how are ya? So, as far as a no unnecessary spending in May, yes, for sure. That is something that I am doing. That's a big thing too. So spending less, earning more. That's sort of the theme of May. It's the theme of my life, really. So that's been something that I am in the process of doing now. Okay, so I put in, this is a little pack with me. Now you're eating chicken wings, delicious, yummy. I'm eating these spelt pretzels, and I had a whole mess of crap for breakfast. I had an English muffin with sugar-free jelly and cottage cheese, which people find interesting. It's unconventional, but I love it. And then I had a strawberry shortcake cup, like a little bit. Please don't come for me. Don't judge. So no unnecessary spending in May. Yes, so I just finalized actually my, how much is the business debt, couponing with Grace altogether, it's about $10,000. So I've got $5,000 to pay off now, $5,000 in cash to pay it off now. But that still leaves me with half, and I'm like, well, what good does that do? So it's just a lot. And so I acquired that. That's a mix of business and wedding. That, no regrets. And I kept a list of everything I spent on. Again, I can't change anything. I wouldn't have spent on a video because there just wasn't anything there. Yes, spending less, earning more. Daryl, that's my quote of the day too. Oh yes. Which one do I like? I like you. This is Oribe Côte d'Azur perfume roller. I think that will do it. And then these, and then a Band-Aid. Breath strips and a Band-Aid. So, the wedding was about $7,000. And it was travel. Travel in the video. The videographer were the biggest expenses because somebody in my life thought that he would want to have all the raw footage, and that was an additional $2,500. Are we going to do anything with that raw footage? Probably not. There was just nothing interesting going on. The reception was a bunch of old people eating, like, and it looked like a high school gym. Like, there was nothing significant going on. So, that was a lot of money to spend on a video, and I probably wouldn't have had it. The pictures were the best, hands down the best. The video I would not have spent. That was like, again, $3,000 that I wish I hadn't spent. But and it wasn't that he did anything wrong. He was amazing. The videographer was great, but we just didn't need video. Just like, oh, so frustrating. But it is over and done with, and now I just got to clean it up. So that's where I am on the debt front. And it's just, to this day, it kind of makes me not sick, just kind of a little bit like, not frustrated, not sad, just exasperated with I mean, there's no, not that there's no other way, but I, at that point, could not have seen another way. If you get married, your father does the photography, so that's already covered. The photography was actually not expensive. That's awesome, Minnie. That's really cool. The photography was like $750. The photography was great. The videography was what I would not have spent on, because I was surrounded by people in my life who were saying, you know, just coworkers or whatnot, and they had awesome wedding videos. They were like, oh yeah, either they didn't have a video and regretted it, or they had a video and it was their favorite thing. And I'm like, oh, well then I should get a video. I just didn't need it, because our whole wedding was less than 10,000. It wasn't a big wedding. We had like 20 people. So, and it was just very short, I'm gonna say short notice. There were a lot of delayed decisions with COVID at the time. It was just a lot of, not hassle. Hassle is not the right word. But it just wasn't a big production. And something else, I feel like I don't even know what to say about it. It was awesome. The pictures are beautiful. It was exactly what I had dreamed of. So that's that. I just need to clean it up now. Because let's just say time was of the essence at the time. So that's it. And it was really kind, because my mom offered, and we funded the whole thing ourselves. My husband paid for his family, for his dad travel. I paid for my mom's travel and my family's hotel stays and all of that. And I think we got like $300 in gifts. Like, aw. So it was not a lot of, I mean, we did the whole thing ourselves. So that is what it is. Again, I just got to clean it up and not let it bleed over into other areas in my life. I'll have some significant expenses coming up in the months to come. So that's going to be fun. PSY. I don't know, I'll have to look that up later, Daryl. Your side chat guy. Jesus, I know this may not matter, but you're just getting out of credit card debt. You're only now using credit cards that give you cash back on necessities. I noticed rewards on wants are what gets me in trouble. Oh my goodness. See, biggest flipping scam ever, and I am weaning myself off of that, Jesus. Because, oh no. Gym theory, usually in Asian weddings, the more guests you invite, the more money you make. At the end, in each table, each family gives you money in envelopes. Well, that's nice if you're Asian. Despite the way I look, there were no Asian people at my wedding. There was my husband's father, and that was it. Nobody gave us money. Nobody. I mean, two families gave us money, and I was pissed at one because if I go to a wedding, you try to cover your plate. You're an adult. You pay for your plate. And one, I can't talk about it. Yeah, that's not really how it worked for us at all, because and nobody lives in the States, and it would have been far to drive, or far to travel. And I would have felt pressure if people had traveled, like a lot of my husband's families in Canada, and they're all poor. I mean, not the people in Canada, but he has a lot of family overseas. In Trinidad and Guyana, they're poor. He would have had to pay for them to come over. So, I mean, yeah. In Asian weddings, that's true, but we didn't have an Asian wedding. So, and they also have to kind of put out money, right? So we didn't do that. Sylvia, dang. Yeah, just dang. Yup. Oh yeah. Big time. So it just is what it is. It simply is what it is. Yes, Roland, that's the way to do it. If you only use your rewards card to pay for mandatory bills, and you would be paying anyway, auto-paying the bill. Yes, exactly. That's the way to do it. So what I did was I opened a line of credit to fund the wedding. This is like true confessions time. Like an idiot. And I should have done it sooner, because and booked my travel sooner because I waited to book the travel, and the difference in, oh my God, I can't, it still makes me sick. The difference in travel, if I had booked, so I had to like wait a week for the card to come, like the physical card to come. The difference in tickets, if I had just booked them rather than waiting for the new card to come, because I'm like, ooh, 3 times the points on travel, it would have been, the difference in flights was like $500, and I only got $56 in rewards. So I should have just booked the ticket at the lower price sooner rather than waiting for the new card to come. So I'm sick. So that's why for this month, for May, I am not spending anything on the credit card. My plan is not to spend anything on the credit card at all, and kind of let that balance heal and go down, and then reassess. Fingers crossed for no emergencies this month. And you know what? If emergencies come, they come. And that's what the emergency fund is for. That is not a credit card. A credit card is not an emergency fund. So, Jim Theory, your cousin spent $50K on his wedding and made $50K. So it was like a free wedding. Exactly. I have a friend that had the exact same thing. Her uncle actually lent her $50K. So yeah, I did not. That was not the case for us. I wish, but not at all. I think all in, he spent less than I did, actually. And he was the one that was bitching, saying that like, oh, you want me to pay for everything? And I'm like, okay. And that's why I ran the spreadsheet to say, look, this is what you're paying for. This is what I'm paying for. So he ended up paying for the venue and the food. And then I paid for everything else. So I paid for my dress, my family's travel, my family's lodgings, all of my family's sort of per diem expenses, hair, makeup, photography, and videography. And he looked at it and he was like, oh, you ended up spending more than I did. And I'm like, I sure did. And I knew that would happen. So I'm just, and this is all very good natured kind of back and forth because again, we each have our own expenses. We each have our own liabilities and assets. So I think if we come at it from sort of a playful place, it's much easier rather than assigning emotion. So he's really, really good about sort of being positive about that. So yeah, it's insane. I wish. What Trinidad and Guyana? Oh, yeah, I know. Anthony, yes, Trinidad and Guyana. So his dad's from British Guyana, of Chinese descent, and his mom is from Trinidad. So he has tons of cousins out there. I think his dad is one of 8, his mom is one of 10. We're actually hoping to go to Curacao sometime soon because his cousin just had a baby. I really want to see the baby. So hopefully that will come at some point. I have not been to either. I've been to Curacao and Aruba, but I haven't been to Trinidad or Guyana, and I really, really want to go. I want to go to Carnival. Like, that's like my life's dream, to play Moss in Carnival, because his cousin does that. Oh my gosh, like I was watching, it was on like 90 Day Fiance randomly. So Carnival is the period of time, it's like Fat Tuesday, like Mardi Gras in the US, but it's kind of a celebration of emancipation and the heritage and the culture and the history of the islands, the Caribbean islands. And they're like, it's sort of like a freedom celebration. So I would love to do that, but it's really expensive. It's like $3,000 just for the costume, right? Because they can be so intricate. I really want to go. Oh, I want to go so bad. Jesus, you made $500, $75 on gas alone last month. Your strategy now is to pay all your credit card balances every Friday when you get paid, and it acts like cash. Yeah. You only need a US bank card, 5% of utilities, and your credit card collection is done. Yes, good for you. Good for you. Yes, you're from Grenada. Yes, ours is in August. What? How was yours in August? Very cool. How do you have a carnival in August? Oh, I'll have to look it up. Yes, Trinity's in February, and his cousin does it every year. Have you ever done it, Anthony? Oh, so much fun. Oh, it's good. This is going long, guys. Sorry, I got like meeting stuff to do. So frustrating. I don't want to do it. I don't want to work. I'm going to chat with you. Anyway, so going back to goals and plans. Yes, I will keep you guys updated. Like, tune into the live stream to hear the real deal, right? The real deal. Oh, when you're a kid, yes. Oh my goodness, I can't imagine. It might be overwhelming for a kid, right? Because it's just it's huge, right? I don't know what is Grenada like, if it's as big as Trinidad. But yeah, it's so much fun. So I will keep you updated, guys, on the great payoff, how that goes, because that is my primary goal. Everything's going towards that. And I think that if I really focus in, that's why this month is no additional spending month, no credit cards for anything month. I lied. I do have like some automatic debits that come from the credit cards, business and whatnot, and subscriptions. So those do get paid off, and I'm aiming to just pay them off every month, every week. Jesus, if I'm really on it, that's what happens. So that's what's going to happen. Pay off that balance. Jesus, have I ever heard of modern monetary theory? I haven't. Modern monetary theory. Heterodox macroeconomic framework that says monetary sovereign companies like the U.S. fully control or not operationally constrained by revenues when it comes to federal government spending. Sounds interesting. I like that they have heterodox in the first 5 words of their definition, according to Investopedia. Interesting. Won't help with finances, yes, but it helps understand the economy. Absolutely. Gym theory, yes, I should. You have a great day too. I am heading back to work as well. This has been great, you guys. So that's kind of the start of my plan to increase my income. I plan to get more detailed with the affiliates, products, and videos that I'm going to create. And under affiliates, certainly website updates will fall under that. And I am looking at it as money in the bank, as potential money in the bank, updating my website rather than a pain in the ball, ball ache, rather than something that's going to make me money in the future. Yes, all right, bye everyone. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you to everyone who joins it, who has joined. It's amazing as always. Fireside chat, that's the one I'm gonna look up. It's always fun to chill with you guys. And I will see you tomorrow. Good Lord willing. Bye, guys. Thanks, Stephen.